Hello! We are joining me from another car video, and it's getting dark, so this is going to be a quick one. So I have decided I am well and truly giving up stressing about my weight loss because I have been completely relaxed these past, since ever I said I was going to be relaxed about it. I know I gained weight for my birthday. I think I gained 3 pounds in the end. I've now lost that 3 pounds, lost £1.5 pounds last week, and I've lost £1.5 pounds this week. And I've just not thought about it. Obviously I've thought about what I'm eating in a sense of, because with Slimming World you're counting your sins. So sins are obviously on Slimming World, there where you count the things that have more calories or that you could consume lots of. So for instance, marshmallows carry a sin value, etc. Obviously I've counted my sins, but I've not been obsessing about whether I've got too many carbs or too many, I don't know, veg, or too much of this, too much of that on my plate. I'm just eating what I want to eat, and obviously following the plan, but not overthinking it, not overcomplicate it. I'm not trying to cheat the plan. I'm just following it, and I'm doing it how it should be done. So I've actually been concentrating on my exercise more, not again in an obsessive or anything like that way, just making sure that I exercise, and I've actually got a program that I'm following and I'm keeping up with it. You'll see it on the channel soon enough. I'm just wanting to make a lot of progress with it rather than just uploading a video after 2 weeks of exercise. That just seems a little bit pointless in terms of that. With the Slimming World plan, with the exercise, they say to try and incorporate exercise. They say that you are incorporating it into your lifestyle once you've been doing it consistently for 8 weeks. So that's what I'm aiming for. I'm basically aiming to just do this, and over Christmas aiming to do this. Usually in my head I go, right, it's going to be Christmas, therefore I can't follow the plan then, but actually I can. And what I'm going to try and do in the lead up to Christmas, anything that I want that you typically associate with Christmas, I'm going to allow myself to have it before Christmas and count it within my sins and stuff like that, because my problem is that as soon as I say that I'm not following it, I binge. And this is it. I binged at my birthday and I felt like absolute crap, and it's taken me 2 weeks to lose what I gained from my birthday, and it's just not, I think, I say it's not worth it. It's not worth it right now. I think maybe once I'm at a weight where I'm maintaining, then it's not as much of a biggie, because you're just going 2 weeks back to where you came from is sort of nothing in that grand scheme of things. But right now it feels like quite a big thing in the grand scheme of things. And I want to learn to manage my eating in that particular way so that I don't binge. I don't want to binge again. As far as I'm concerned, I'd be happy if the birthday binge was my last binge that I ever had in the rest of my life. And I'm actually willing to try, and I'm committing to trying to do everything I can. I'm committed to trying to do everything I can to avoid further binges. So that's that. I feel really, really, really in a good mental place with my eating. When I first started this particular weight loss journeys, because I hated myself, I hated the way I looked, I hated the fact that I couldn't breathe properly, I could barely walk up the stairs without getting out of breath. My belly was just getting in the way of everything. Like even like tying my shoes was a bit of a struggle, and it shouldn't be like that. And yeah, I started this journey because I hated myself, and then unfortunately things happened in my life where I decided to use that as motivation to continue the journey. And it wasn't a case of continuing it for self-love of me. It was a case of continuing it to, I don't know, prove people wrong so that I could be like this slim goddess, etc. And again, that's not how it should be. It shouldn't be like that. It should be a journey that you want to take because you are loving yourself and you want to take better care of yourself. And I feel like I'm there now, which is absolutely fucking brilliant. That I feel like that's come with this me wanting to concentrate on not being over obsessive and controlling and stuff like that. Like, so what if I go to a friend's house and they've not got, they use oil in the pan, so what? Like, just count it, Katie. Whereas like before I'd be like, oh my god, no, I'd rather not eat than have to count oil. I'm such a fucking plonker, but I just feel so healthy mindset, healthy mind. Whether I'm in a good place or not, I feel like that I've got that healthy mindset towards food. It's only been a couple of weeks, obviously. I'm hoping to make that healthy mindset a habit so that, it's part of my life, always being healthy. So the point that I was trying to make was I'm getting excited about food, I'm getting excited about exercise, and I'm not seeing it as a chore. I'm not seeing it as something that I have to do. I'm doing it because I want to do it, and because I know that ultimately it's going to make me feel even better about myself than I already do. I kept putting off the exercise thing. Like, I would do exercise for a bit and I go like hard on it for like 2 weeks and then be like, oh, this isn't for me. Or, I'd go running like 3 or 4 times in 1 week and then just not do it again. And then I kept saying to myself, oh yeah, when I get to the weight that I want to be, I'll start doing exercise then. I'll start toning. It's like, well, why don't you just start now? Like, why am I waiting until then? Because ultimately, surely, Katie, doing some exercise at the same time as eating right is going to make you get to where you want to be quicker. Yeah, maybe. I've just, had realizations, and yeah, I'm just giving up the obsessiveness. Giving up being obsessive. There's no point being obsessive. Why be obsessive when you could just relax and enjoy yourself? Like, I think the biggest thing that I have learned on this journey so far is the art of patience. Patience is what you gotta have, and I'm the least patient person I have ever met, apart from my sister. I think it just runs in the family. Like, patience is something that I don't have a lot of time for. Like, I suppose it's situational. I've got patience for like children when I'm teaching their parts or whatever with music, and I've got patience when, I'm having a conversation with somebody with a stutter and, it's taking them a while to get to the point. I've got patience in certain situations, but when it comes to things to do with myself, I'm very much, once I've said I'm doing something, that's it. It's got to happen right now. So, I'm learning to be a patient person. Maybe that's what 2020 is all about, eh? This lighting's well nice. I look so sexy. I have just been into the food warehouse. I was thoroughly disappointed. I wanted some hoisin sauce because I've bought some vegan shredded duck. I was like, oh yeah, do you know what I fancy? Duck pancake type things. But then I was like, don't know where you can get pancakes from. So I'm just going to do duck. I was going to do the whole pack of duck and some hoisin sauce that's like a cinnamon roll one that's free on plan. However, they didn't have the hoisin sauce. They had peppercorn sauce, they had like a gravy, they had a tomato and basil sauce, but did they have hoisin sauce? No, did they bollocks. So I've gone for a off-the-shelf hoisin sauce that carries a sin value of 2.5 sins per tablespoon. So now I'm like, oh, okay, maybe actually I'll have more broccoli than I was anticipating on having. Maybe I'll have more peas and I'll have slightly less hoisin so that then I can have a nice saucy consistency to my shredded hoisin duck thing. I think the duck thing's like 4 cents for the whole pack. So maybe if I have a quarter of the pack or even half the pack, I could have, basically I think if I have 2 tablespoons of the sauce, that should make it saucy enough for me anyway. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm also looking forward to putting some paprika on my broccoli. Oh, I'm just so excited for my dinner. That's another thing, getting excited for food, getting excited for dinners. That's what it's about. Getting excited about what you're eating. If there's no point, I very much have to be in the mood for a salad. Absolutely bloody ruddy love a Subway salad. Don't know why. It's just the same things that I could do at home. But because it's from Subway, absolutely love it. I think as well because you can get different sauces that maybe I wouldn't have on it at home. But yeah, really love a Subway salad. But a salad at home, nah, not quite. Doesn't quite quit for me. I couldn't think of anything worse than feeling like I had to eat a salad and like forcing food down me that just I was not enjoying. Yeah, not for me. But anyway, I hope that you are all well, and if you're not, then that's sad. But if you're feeling better after watching me ramble on, then brilliant, good. I'm a thumbs up person. I've learned I always thumbs up. I'm not a pointer, although sometimes I am. Like the video if you have any idea what I'm going on about. Oof, look at that. So, I've got broccoli, put soy sauce on the broccoli, peas and spinach with what's it called? Tomato puree, and some garlic and some smoked paprika. I don't know how it's going to taste, but it looks amazing. And then the shredded duck with I've just got a tablespoon of hoisin sauce and there was enough, so I just used half the pack. So half the pack was 3 sins, and then a tablespoon of hoisin sauce was 2.5 sins. So I've got a 5.5 sin meal, and I'm so excited.